What is sedition? What does the law say about sedition? Why have we put this on prime time? Because more and more people are being charged in this country under sedition. Take a look at this report that looks at how a colonial era law is being used in 21st century India.
Democracies like India guarantee expansive liberties to its citizens, including that of expression, of dissent and disagreements.
Because you say something as a dissentient. If you do it dissent for dissent, it is meaningless. But if you have genuinely something to say, you should be. In fact, that is the best way to become a stronger country.
Any criticism of government, any pungent condemnation of government policy is not sedition.
Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code states, whoever, by words, either spoken or written, or by signs, or by visible representation, or otherwise, brings or attempts to bring into hatred or contempt, or excites or attempts to excite disaffection towards the government established by law, shall be punished with imprisonment for life, to which fine may be added, or with imprisonment which may extend to 3 years, to which fine may be added, or with fine. A rule introduced by the British government in 1870 continues to exist in 2020 India. Drafted by Thomas Macaulay to thwart rebellion, revolution and dissent against colonial rule, the sedition law was mainly used against political leaders seeking independence of India from Britain.
There needs to be a serious rethink at this colonial law brought in by the British to control their colonial slaves, us, and therefore it needs a serious rethink.
We always intended to change it, but it is a useful law for administrators and no government has got round to actually abolishing it.
In recent years, Indian citizens have been charged with sedition for liking a Facebook post, cheering a rival cricket team, for appreciating the people of Pakistan, drawing cartoons, or denouncing a yoga guru, or not standing up in a cinema theatre when the national anthem is being played. Not just these, Section 124A has also been used to curb dissent against the government in power. Data from the National Crime Records Bureau shows the number of sedition cases have been on a rise. 2016 saw 34, 2017 saw 58, while in 2018 there were 90 cases on trial.
Everybody represents the sovereign, every citizen represents, because sovereignty is a combined right of the citizenry, and therefore sedition has no place in a democratic constitutional republic as in India.
Now that the ruler's rule is long over and a sovereign democracy has existed over 72 years, can public disaffection against a people-powered government still be called seditious?